Hello, welcome back to Tea Lisa's channel. So for this week's tea series, we're going to be focusing on 4 wellness lattes. The first one will be the Matcha Latte, the Rose Latte, Turmeric Latte, and the Masala Chai Latte. And the reason we want to focus on the wellness lattes is that they come with amazing health benefits that we can describe for you in our blog that we'll link below, and we'll show you how to recreate them. So for the first tea that we're going to recreate, it's the matcha latte. So the first thing we're going to do is create the milk mixture. So first, I have the coconut milk powder here. So I'm going to grab 2 tablespoons of that. Put that in. There you go. So it's going to give a nice coconut flavor. And then I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of our organic sugar cane here. So 1, 2. Okay, and then I'm going to pour our 200 milliliters of hot water. Okay, and here at Tea Lease we have a milk frother, so I'm going to set that to froth and steam for a minute. So the fun part is that we're going to make the matcha part of the latte. So I have a strainer here and a little matcha spoon here. I'm just going to grab a big spoonful like this. I'm going to put that over the strainer so that it can fall in, because we want our matcha powder finely milded and we want to get rid of any lumps. Alright, so once we have our powder finely milded and in the cup, we're going to add a tiny amount of water. There's no specific measurement to that. We're just going to add a bit like that, and then we're going to mix everything in using a zigzag motion with the matcha whisk here. So next, with this cup here, I'm going to put our coconut milk mixture in. And as you can see, our milk mixture is really frothy. And then I'm going to add the matcha on top. Okay, and for a little hint of texture and some sprinkles, I'm just going to add a little bit of the matcha powder using the strainer so that it goes on top of the bubbles here. Okay, so it looks like this. So I'm going to have a taste test of the matcha latte. It's kind of hot, be careful. That's good. It has a hint of coconuts, the matcha. It's a really good mix. So the second wellness latte that we will be doing is the Masala Chai Latte. So there is a traditional Indian style on how to create the Masala Chai Latte that's done by hand. But here at Tea Lease, we decided to make it a lot easier for you and pre-mix all the ingredients together, just like this. And you can read about the ingredients in our blog below in the description. Alright, so the first thing we are going to do is we have our traditional Japanese teapots here that we use at Tea Lease. And we're going to use 2 teaspoons of the Masala Chai Latte. One here. And 2. Okay, and we're going to add 3/4 of hot boiled water. And we're gonna let that steep for 3 to 5 minutes depending on how strong you want your masala chai latte to be. Alright, so our tea has steeped for 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of sugar. The amount of sugar that you want is up to your preferences because some people like sweeter drinks, some people don't. I like my lattes pretty sweet. I'm gonna add that in and I'm gonna stir it with a spoon here. And now I'm just gonna let that pour into our teapot here. So now I have the tea here, so I'm going to fill that up. So next we're going to add 1/4 of milk that I've already frothed. Alright, so after pouring the milk, you want to make sure that there's foam on top. So now I'm going to add a touch of cinnamon to go with the masala chai latte. Don't make a mess like I did. Anyways, should look like this, and now I'm going to have a taste test. It's good. Very spicy and sweet. Exactly what we expect from a chai latte. Alright, so for the third wellness latte that we're going to do is the rose Senchai green tea, which is organic from Japan. So the first thing we're going to do is add 2 teaspoons of loose leaf tea to our Japanese teapot. So 1. Add a little bit more of that. 2. And then we're also going to add 2 teaspoons of organic sugar cane. You can add as much sugar or sweetener as you like or less. It really is up to your preferences. Alright. And then after, we are going to add 3/4 of hot boiled water. Alright, so our tea has steeped for 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm going to pour it over into the teapot we have here, just like last time. Alright, so I'm going to pour that into our cup. And then I've already prepared our frothed milk. I'm going to add 1/4 of that. Alright. And to make it extra cute, I have a blend of rose in here and rosebuds and rose petals that we can add to the tea. So I'm going to grab 1 rosebud, couple of flower petals, and a garnish of the rose blend. Alright, so it just looks like that. I'm going to show you guys up close. Don't know if you can see that. I did my best. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and try that. Amazing. Alright, so for our final wellness latte, we'll be recreating the golden milk turmeric latte. So first, we're going to do the tea that I have right here. So again, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of that into the Japanese teapot. And 2 teaspoons of organic sugar cane. Alright. And 3/4 of hot boiled water. Alright, so next we're going to create the milk portion of the latte. So I'm going to pour 1/4 of milk. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of turmeric into this. Okay, so I'm going to let that froth for a minute. Alright, so after our milk has frothed and our tea has steeped, I'm just going to pour this into our teapot. And I'm going to grab the milk. And the unique thing about this milk is that it has the turmeric in it. So I'm just going to grab my spoon here so I can get the foam. It has turmeric in here, so it's going to add a nice yellow color to it. I'm going to add a dash of turmeric up on top. Perfect. Alright, so now for our taste test. Woo! Alright, so that concludes our 4 Wellness Lattes tutorial. Don't forget to give us a like and a follow on our social media channels and on YouTube. We'll link in the description below the organic loose leaf tea, and we'll also link our blog so that you can follow detailed instructions and to learn more about the health benefits of our lattes. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.